In this problem, we are looking at a compound interest application problem in MGF 1107 from section 11.3. The problem says to help pay for a class trip at the end of their senior year, the sophomore class at a high school invests $1,600 from fundraisers in a 30-month CD, paying 4.4% interest compounded monthly. Which means at the end of each month, interest was earned on their CD. So they invested it at the end of their sophomore year, and then hopefully by the end of their senior year, they would have more funds for their senior class trip. Determine the amount the class will receive when it cashes in the CD after 30 months. So that deals with time, the 30 months. 4.4% is the interest rate expressed as a percent, and we know the principal is $1,600 that they are going to invest. So the sophomore class will receive how much money when it cashes in the CD? Well, in order to do this problem, you do have to know the compound interest formula, which is A, the balance in your account, or the amount in your account, is equal to P, the principal. So we know P, the principal, is given to be $1,600, times the quantity 1 plus R, which is the interest rate expressed as a decimal. So it'd be 0.044. Divided by n. N is the number of compoundings per year. So n, since it's compounded every month, it's 12. And t stands for the number of years. Well, if it's a 30-month CD, 30 divided by 12 will give you the number of years, 2.5. 2.5. So n is the number of compoundings. N is the number of compoundings. T is time in years. So in order to do this problem, let's use our calculator. And since we have the TI-30XS multi-view, we should be able to do this all in one line of the calculator. So P is the principal. We said that's 1,600. So 1,600. Open the parentheses. 1 plus. Recall the rate is a decimal. We convert it to a decimal. So 4.4% as a decimal. We divide that by 100. We get 0.044. Divided by the number of compoundings per year, and since it's compounded monthly, there's 12 compoundings per year. Close those parentheses, and then we want to raise that, so we use the caret button to get an exponent, and in the exponent we want a multiplication problem, so I'm going to be extra safe and put that in parentheses even. We want n times t. Well, we know n is 12 because it's compounded monthly. And we want that times 2.5 years. And I think that's just going to give us 30 compoundings. N times t, that exponent, is just the number of total compoundings. So there's 12 compoundings for 2.5 years. That means there's 30 compoundings once a month for 30 months. Now, when we press enter, we get that their balance is $1,785.69. So their balance in their account was $1,785, and I believe I said 69 cents because we had to round up. So at the end of their senior year, They won't have $1,600 anymore. They did gain some interest, and their balance is now $1,785.69 when they cash in that CD after 30 months.